Hello everyone, my name is Lance090 and welcome to Let's Play Diablo, the first game of it, Diablo 1 if you should say. I've been wanting to play this for a while, but it's really hard to get it to record, so I finally figured out a way to do it, and it's kind of complicated, but it's working now. It's going to be a little bit challenging to not make it break. Basically, there's like a file you have to install that makes it play in windowed mode, which lets you play it in Windows 7. And we can record it then, but it's working now. The problem is the resolution's really small, and it's only covering a small portion of my screen, so it's really easy for my cursor to get off the screen. It should be full screen for you guys, but, you know, it's not going to look great because it's an old game. But here we are. Single player. Just made this dirt profile to make sure the recording was working. It looks like there is some issues still. Visually, I don't know what exactly causes it, but be a warrior, we'll call him Erosorn. And here we go. So, I don't know how many of you have actually played the first Diablo. It's been a very long time. But, yeah, it's a great game. It has a couple of flaws. Well, you'll notice them pretty quickly here. The big one is we can't run. This is as fast as we can go. If we go on diagonals, we can go faster because everything's on squares. But other than that, we're on our own. And it persists into the actual dungeons itself and stuff, so that's one issue. And it also comes up in different ways because all the enemies also move at the same speed as you, so if they run away from you, you can't catch them. But that doesn't happen until later. I don't know why they give you this club to start with, because I think the short sword is better. And there's a required strength, but given that there's only one warrior class to start with, and he's always going to start with the same skills, I don't know why they'd even give you the club. But it's probably like something like they wanted to show you that you can, that the icon or the sprite changes if you do that. That's probably the main reason they did it. We'll just sell it for like 1 coin. This is Griswold the Blacksmith.
What can I do for you?
You'll know Griswold if you've played Diablo 2. A little bit more recent, so perhaps you've played that one.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Already clicked off the screen, but I have to do it again to get the screen balance there.
Thank goodness you returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down
I
where
don't
they
have a
stood,
spell ready.
and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
Let's see if we can fix the volume a little bit. It seems too loud. It's too quiet. I don't think there's really a way to... I don't think there's really a way to make it too much more quiet than that. We'll have to see if the sound effect volume is too loud once we get into combat. I'm not going to mess around talking to everyone. Just like Diablo 2, you can go to each character.
Thank goodness.
He's going to keep doing the quest thing. Quest dialogue, but if we get to someone else...
What can I do for you?
There's always the gossip thing, and it randomizes through preset sets of things. So yeah, we're not going to talk to everyone all the time. I'll try to move at diagonals to go faster here.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
Alright, let's go.
The sanctity of this place has been fouled.
Alright, so it begins. Of course, we have an awesome guy doing the dialogue for our warrior here. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. So, one of the other small issues Diablo had was, we're not really noticing it now, but we'll notice once the enemies get tougher. As I could be wrong. Maybe it's working. I think I installed an update, so maybe that is what did it. Yeah, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I think like the original 1.0 build of the game, you had to click every time you wanted to move. You couldn't click and drag to move. Do a falchion. Should be better than our short sword. Scroll of Identify. 4 through 8. Yeah. I'll be using that. Sell that. Let's yeah, bring up our map. But yeah, you used to have to click every time for every hit and every movement. But seems like this update's fixing it. And so one of the best strategies that Diablo has is you can stand. Ooh, it's a magical sword. Stand in the doorway. Well, these guys aren't aggro, so it won't really help. You can stand in the doorway to make them funnel in one by one. It was such a good strategy, though, that like most games after this one made it so they come in more than one by one. Alt doesn't work in this game. If you've played Diablo 2, you know that Alt lets you see all the items on the ground. It like highlights them. Okay, so we have our Scroll of Identify here, and in this game, Deckard Cain doesn't identify your objects for free. So you might as well use your scrolls if you have them. We don't care about durability. Hopefully that magical trait's worth more than the scroll is worth. Alright. Got our stats. There's only 4 of them here. See how this works pretty well. You can just kind of stay on one spot and kill things as they come to you. And this one, I don't think it's quite as much like Diablo 2, where like all the stats are pretty useful. I think. Not sure what he's doing. And this one, they are quite a bit classified by your class, like it's more mostly strength. But we'll still want vitality and perhaps dexterity effects to hit ratings, so I'm gonna do it. I don't know if 2%'s really worth putting points into it, but I did it anyway. I'll take that. I am spamming my click button even though I don't need to do it. Ugh, this weapon's already about to break. It's because we found it with low durability. Okay, I'll put on the cloak. You'll notice that our our avatar didn't change. It doesn't affect the sprite in this one until quite a bit later. I guess I might as well just use the one that's weaker, because this one will be worth more if it's not as damaged. I don't want the scimitar to break, I'll just repair it. Oh, we have a new one. Might as well use it. Also, unlike Diablo, none of the enemies respawn in this one. So, we can't really camp for, or not camp, but, grind for experience. Took me a little bit there to think of the right word. That's gonna come back to haunt us. As the game progresses, it gets quite a bit harder. Some monsters are pretty big pains in the asses. Particularly once we get to the very end. One of the cool things, though, is it's not just the enemy deaths that are persistent. Everything's persistent, so unlike Diablo 2 where everything gets randomized every time you log back in, yeah, I'll take the better buckler, I guess. Everything gets randomized when you come back in. In this one, everything stays, so all the monsters are dead, all the items they drop stay. So this means if you have stuff you wanna keep, since there's no like storage chests on the surface level like there is in Diablo 2, you can just throw stuff on the ground and get it later. Unless the update install changes that. I do have to spam click if I'm holding down shift to stay in place, which is what I'm doing here. I don't want my guy to move out there and get killed, but... Any other items? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, that's close. And our shield blocked it. Dead end. So that also means that we're going to be exploring like every square inch of every floor here, because we need all the experience points we can get. Because there's a limited amount of it. Now the interesting thing is you can start a new game with the same character. And I guess that's how you would get your experience up. It'd be kind of tedious though, because you'd have to start from level 1. Or not, you're not level 1, but you'd have to start from the level 1 of the dungeon here every time. Man, this music though, it's pretty badass. Love our vitality. Probably like a lot of bad guys back there, so I'm gonna go here first. Save that for later. I could be wrong. It looks like a thing that would have a... Eeks. Yeah, this music gives me so much nostalgia, though. Really, really good. Alright, let's get to this door. Yep, I was right. Good. Scroll identify, because we have a dagger. I wanted to... Let's do the strength. I don't know if that would offset the damage loss. Let's check. We're doing 4 through 8 right now. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, does it? Again, don't know if that was worth the scroll. I don't know if I misclicked on that or if it took a while to throw that gold out. A fair amount of gold here. Yeah, these guys run away, so. These guys at least eventually come back. The part we're going to have a huge amount of trouble on, I may even have to cheat to get around it because it's bad, guys. It's towards the end, there's these mobs that always run from you, and they're ranged attacking units. And they move the same speed as you, you can't catch them. You can try to get them into a corner, but there's a lot of them. They're a normal mob, they're not like a boss mob. So it's a huge pain in the ass to chase these things down. And of course you need all the experience you can, so you can't just skip it. So yeah, there's like a hacking tool that'll let you like give yourself a magic spell even though you're a warrior. So that's probably what I'll do. Is give myself a magic spell and use that. Won't do anything other than that. Just something that I can attack them with at a range. That will do enough damage that it's not gonna work at all or something. You could always just pick up a crossbow or something, even though you're a warrior, and use it, but it's not gonna work very well. Now, shrines in this game aren't always good, but I'm gonna risk it. Guessing that repaired the durability of the falchion. That's good. I'll have to spend money on that. Okay, so our inventory is almost full. We found the exit, we cleared the level. There's one more way to go. So we'll clear the last way to go, and then we'll go back up to town and sell stuff before we move on. There's no waypoints in this one, so like every 5 levels there's a new entrance to the surface. There's Scrolls of Town portal, but you have to buy them or whatever and find them. Roll Inferno. I'm just picking up everything right now, I'm not too worried about carrying value. Except now we're...
Too much baggage.
Yeah. Thing is, we don't see what the values of these things are, so... I'm gonna use mana, because we don't use mana. So it's not gonna help me pick up a cape, is it? I don't know, I just picked it up because scrolls of healing are a little bit more useful to us as a warrior. It's not gonna help us pick up that cape though, so... I'll just leave it. Which is abound when least expected. I don't know what that is. Yeah, the shrines also don't really tell you what they do, they're just very cryptic and vague. Alright, so let's go up to town. Guy's still dead, no one's gonna bury him.
Whoa, what can I do for you?
Alright, so yeah, we'll sell that. I think that's the one we're wielding. I think that's one... I can't remember. I think that is the issue the game had, though, is it shows all the items here, not just the ones you're, that are in your inventory. They also include your armor that you might be wearing or something. I guess I could have done that and possibly have squeezed in the cape. Kinda sucks. So, the cap with one armor we can sell. Oh, everything got repaired. That's actually pretty good.
Whoa,
So
what can I
it's a
do
little
for
more
you?
sell value. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the one in our inventory. Seems like it. I don't know if I want to buy anything. Prices aren't too bad right now. Sturdiness, no thank you. Thorns. I think we can live with what we got for now. Now, one crappy thing about this game compared to like Diablo 2. I'm gonna keep making these Diablo 2 comparisons just because what else am I gonna compare it to, really? But I don't know why those didn't auto stack there. Is we have to go over the river to go sell this stuff. We can't sell it at Griswold's shop. Which sucks, because you know how slow we walk. I don't think there's anything else we should do right now. Let's go. Guess I could compare it to Diablo 3, but the games are so different.
I sense a
It'd be
soul
kinda
in
hard.
search of answers.
Diablo 3 shit, guys. Just saying. Including my belt items, seems like you are. I'm not gonna do it then. I was thinking of selling my extra potions. I think I'll just drop them in the town square though. Alright. They should all stay. I guess assuming the game doesn't crash, maybe. I think the gold stacks in 2,500 piles of units or whatever. So I'll drop those on the ground and we'll make a new stack as we go. And we'll save it. And that's about all the time we have for this episode. We have 5 minutes left, but we're about to go down to a new level, so it seems like a good place to end it here. If you all enjoyed the video, please leave a like or a comment, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Until then, I hope you all have a good day.